Hello again, I'm Bob Caputo.
And I'm Carrie Walensky.
And today we're going to do a little bit called What's in the Bag? Because a lot of times people want to know when a photographer sets out on an assignment to do a story, what do they actually carry along with them every day so they can get the photographs? So we're going to show you. Now my whole philosophy about this is that less is more. The less stuff I have to carry around, the better, because I don't want to be burdened down by a really heavy camera bag. For one thing, because by the end of the day, your back is sore and you're exhausted, and it sort of slows you down. I'd much rather have less stuff and be able to move around quickly. And with this, of course, the most important thing is the camera body, and I keep a wide-angle zoom lens attached to the camera body the whole time, and in a big space at the front of the bag, so I can pull it out really quickly. In case something comes up, I can shoot very quickly. Now this lens is a telephoto zoom lens, 80 to 200 millimeters. Very useful for getting into places when you want to sort of, stay back a little bit but still get intimate portraits in there. And this is at the other end of the spectrum, a 15 millimeter very wide angle lens, which is great if you're working in tight spaces or you want to get sort of unique angles on things and stuff. And then just one more piece of camera equipment, which is an electronic flash unit. And that's basically it. I mean, that's all the camera gear I carry around. Now the other stuff is just stuff that's nice to have along. I carry a notebook around all the time because if, say, I see something but the weather's not right or it's the wrong time of day, I can make a note of it to remind myself, and also make a note about what time of day would be the best time to shoot it and that sort of stuff. Also, if you're doing portraits of people, it's great because you can write down their names and addresses and stuff like that. And of course a pen. And then it's always handy to have a Sharpie along. I carry a roll of gaffer's tape and some electrician's tape. There are a lot of uses for things like tape. Extra batteries for the strobe. A flashlight's very handy if you're working in some place that's dark and you need to find your way around, or you're out after nightfall. Swiss Army knife is a very handy thing to have. Chapstick is great for when you're working in hot, dry places. Of course, extra digital cards for the camera. And then this little gizmo, which attaches to my glasses, and I can, if I'm working on the water especially, or flying around in a helicopter or a small plane or something doing aerials, it's great to have this because I don't have to worry about my glasses falling off and getting lost. And then there's just one other thing about this particular bag. It has this zippered pocket inside the top flap, and I keep my wallet in there, and if I'm working overseas, my passport, because it's very difficult for somebody to get inside there to steal them. And if I'm working in a crowd where you're being jostled around a lot and that sort of stuff, you don't have to worry about somebody picking your pocket. So that's it. A camera body, 3 lenses, and then a few odds and ends to sort of make things easier. And that's all I have. And you can see that the bag doesn't weigh all that much, and so I don't get really exhausted from carrying it around all day. So that's what I carry around in my bag. And now Carrie's got... Oh, Carrie. Well, that's it for What's in the Bag. See you next time.